The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission has differed with ODM leader Raila Odinga over the cost of a referendum, saying the 2 billion shillings suggested by the opposition chief is impractical. IEBC Commissioner Boya Molu said it will cost not less than 10 billion shillings to hold a plebiscite in the country. Molu spoke today during the commemoration of the International Day of Democracy hosted by Center of Multiparty Democracy, Kenya. Nimrotabu has more.
ODM party leader Raila Odinga has in several occasions urged the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission to prepare for the referendum vote while continuing to drum up support for the BBI, which is aimed at making changes to the constitution. According to Raila's estimates, only 2 billion shillings will be required to conduct the referendum. But speaking today, an IEBC official has differed with Raila, saying not less than 10 billion shillings would be required.
Going by the repeat election, referendum will not cost less than 10 billion. I can tell you for a fact, and I heard people saying it cannot be that expensive.
According to Commissioner Boya Molu, the referendum is similar to an election which requires billions of shillings to acquire resources. For instance, on election day, IEBC hires not less than 50,000 vehicles at a cost of 10,000 shillings. That's a whopping 500 million shillings. Close to 350,000 poll officials are also required at a fee. Then there is voting materials and requirement, security, branded materials for personnel, among many other items.
Each polling station must have some number of clerks, must have a presiding officer, must have a deputy presiding officer, must have 2 security guards. All those guys are paid. They are not working for free.
Raila, during the recent swearing-in of ODM's National Election Board and Disciplinary Committee members, said that a referendum does not need to cost more than 2 billion shillings. But Molu insists that Raila is terribly wrong.
A referendum does not need to cost more than 2 billion Kenya shillings. So you should not be told, oh, we have no money. There's no money to do it. No, there's money to do it. And we can teach Mr. Chebukati, if he's going to be able to do it, how to do it. We are going to show them how to do it.
The other day I saw somebody tweeting, IEBC spent 7 million or 700 million on election officials. In fact, it's too little. Just do multiplication of, assume you pay them 2,000 a day for 4 days, for 400,000 people. How much will that be?
President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, among several other leaders, have been pushing to amend the constitution through the Building Bridges initiative. But the BBI train has been opposed by leaders allied to the Tanga Tanga movement, led by Deputy President William Ruto. The referendum, according to Tanga Tanga leaders, is a waste of money and resources in a country where millions of people have no jobs and cannot fend for their families.
We should not be bothered about this group and that initiative and the other one.
The BBI train screeched to a halt in March this year following the COVID-19 pandemic, which forced the government to impose a partial lockdown and ban public gatherings in order to control the spread of the virus. In the past few days, Raila has toured several counties and even held press conferences where he has reiterated that the BBI countrywide deliberations will resume.
Baba hajachoka. Baba hajachoka. Ako tayari. Je, nyinyi mko tayari?
President Kenyatta and Raila are expected to receive a revised BBI report soon. Nimrotabu, Citizen TV.